Hi, English 1105. I'm sorry that we have not all met. I have met some of you, not all. I am hoping that starting with this week, we aren't going to do the groupings anymore of students of who can come and who can't. Based on the amount of students who are coming per group every week, I think that we should have plenty of room to have everybody come who wants to come. Because the most that I'm having so far is 8 total, so I think that that should be fine. So if you'd like to come in, please do. We will talk about the descriptive essay a little bit and the research essay. For those of you who don't want to come in, or really for anybody, I just want to also go over a little bit more about the assignments. So the first topic is the descriptive essay. I read your rough drafts and I thought that they were really descriptive, beautifully written. I could envision what you were describing. The only issue that I saw is that many of you wrote it like a narrative essay. So that means you wrote it like a story. You used I, you talked about a person experiencing the event or whatever the case may be. For description, I want you to focus on describing something to someone as if they've never been there, as if they've never seen it, taking yourself out of it, taking that story part out of it. I know that can be a little bit challenging. So if you're working on it this week and you're revising it, you can email me another draft so I can tell you if you're headed in the right direction. That's number one. Number two, Professor Cesesco, what is my research paper on? I got tons of these emails. So your research paper is on week 3, discussion 2. You sent me 3 different examples of people you'd like to write about for your research essay. I wrote you back 1. So it should be there for everybody. If you are still having a hard time finding it, please email me and I will find it for you and let you know who I signed to you. So your research paper is on one person. It's called a biographical research paper. What that means is that based on the sources that you found, and I saw that the librarian Susan helped you a lot with sources and, you know, where to find them, your goal is to read a bunch of articles about the person that you were assigned so you feel like you know their lives really well. And that takes some time. The reading does take some time. Then when you actually write the essay, you are focusing on a turning point in their lives. This turning point is, it doesn't have to be like a major event necessarily. It can be when their lives changed. So the articles that I gave you on this discussion are about Abraham Lincoln's assassination because that's just a huge, you know, tumultuous event for the United States history. But your person might have a smaller turning point. It might be the first time they were published. It might be that they had someone reject them and they decided to keep going. You'll have to find that for your specific person. So the goal is this week, read your sources. Read them carefully. Look for something that seems like a turning point. If you're having a hard time finding one, email me. I will help you. So the third question I got a lot of was, Professor, why do I have to use the Berkeley database sources for this? Why can't I use other sources? So here's your goal. The goal is to use the Berkeley databases first. So take a look at the librarian discussion from week 6. She gave you tons of databases. She answered everyone's questions. Focus on those first. If you are having a heck of a time finding the research about the person that you selected or the person I selected for you, then you can go outside of the Berkeley databases and see what you can find on Google. Here's the problem with Google. A lot of times the sources are garbage, meaning that they're written by anyone, they're not factually correct. Wikipedia is one to stay away from, and I know that students love Wikipedia. I know, I look at it too, I know, but quite often it can be incorrect. So you're trying to find sources that you know are fact-checked, that are, you know, real and good sources. If you're having a problem finding sources, email me. I will take a look at the source. I will tell you if it is valid or not. So this week, it seems like there's a lot to do. This week, number 1, we revise the descriptive essay. Number 2, you read over the different biographies that I have selected for you so you can go over them, understand what I'm looking for the research paper, answer the discussion questions. Number 3, read about the person that you are going to be working on. Read a lot. Read everything that you can find. You need, I mean, this is like a 3 to 5 page paper. So you're going to need about 3 to 5 sources, I would say. But I'd like for you to really feel like you know this person, their background, their turning point. Email me with any questions. I know we kind of have a lot going on. We're mid-semester, but you're doing great. And if I see, I was just thinking about deadlines and stuff, I might push things back a little bit. I want to keep the descriptive essay for this week, but I wanted to have the rough draft of the research paper due in the next coming weeks. I might change things around a little bit. Let's see how we do. I don't want you to feel overwhelmed. I want you to take this one step at a time. So this week, descriptive essay, discussion board, read about the person that I assigned you. Email me with questions. I think that is about it. I hope that you guys are doing well and hanging in there and having a good week. Email me if anything at all, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.